the National Football League.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now, these two teams met earlier in the year in Buffalo with the Bills winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Allen going to throw. That is caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And Hill is going to have the Dolphins first down as the tackle made up near the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And now in Buffalo territory at the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, back to Achane. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. The Dolphins hit 9-3 here on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now Wilson. Now a run here. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Does the big boy have the juice? And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Cook up the gut. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. On a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Alert, alert, alert! Ready!
throwing now is Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 7 that time, second goal.
A gain of 7 brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Keon Coleman, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Here's Wilson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. But you're down. Early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down.
A run straight ahead with Achane. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now it's Wilson. Now loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Josh Allen and the Bills set to take over again. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Zach Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Zach Wilson who took it in himself on the touchdown run to cap it off.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. They the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Dolphins offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run. Achane. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Wilson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot.
For the field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Here's Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Allen to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Allen now looks to throw. Quick slant to Shakir. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 5.
Brown 80.
Buffalo.
Now Allen again. Completes to Shakir once again. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
To the air. Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. To throw, it's Allen. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. It is intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. Remember, he called his own number on the touchdown run earlier, and that's something he's been able to do with some frequency this season, as you see here where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game has been looming on both of their schedules.
Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let's go.
Wilson. Has taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in.
That's interference.
And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
There's Wilson to throw. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 40-yard line.
Again, Wilson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing now is Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At the 35-yard line.
And again, it's Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Allen going to throw. Has his man, it's Shakir. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
1st down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Bills' 1st down.
Here we go. Brown at it.
Allen. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the 2nd half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
On the set.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The charisma at stake when you're bound. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some reason.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19.
Now it's Wilson. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2 yards to go, second down.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Allen off the play fake. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Waddle now to return it. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Now Wilson. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The end result, 21 yards.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a pickup of
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Steady.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Got his man, it's Dosich. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here's Wilson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
319.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
To the air, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
319!
Here's Allen. He'll try and do this himself. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Buffalo.
To throw, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
13 yards on the play. That's another Bills first down. A gain of 13 yards.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's third down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
On play action, Allen. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Kenneth Grant breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
319!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Tough spot here. Third down and 11. Here's Allen to throw it. This is caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. Allen maybe with a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 27. They'll give this to Achane. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Go.
Wilson. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Gregory Rousseau, his 2nd sack of the night. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now Wilson. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Sanders is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free than what they're trying to get done on offense.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Allen going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Shakir hauls it in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
A gain of 18 on the play.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, hold on.
They'll try the middle with Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Here's Cook again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Bills, first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Round 80.
Allen now looks to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game.
180.
Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, put it on him, and score a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Miami set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
That's good for Dolphins.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now it's Wilson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll try and do this himself. That is caught. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And going deep for Hill. But he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Let's go now.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Out route to Hill, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Dolphins 1st down.
They go play action with Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And down inside the 15 he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Dolphins are lining up for a
now Wilson. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And they'll begin by running the option. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bills are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Dolphins 29.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Caught by Dulcich. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
14 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Throwing is Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here comes 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action. Now Wilson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one has all been over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
38-yard line.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bills, very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.